Welcome to your final lesson of the week. Well done for all of your hard work so far, guys. It's going to definitely pay off, so keep it up. As always, make sure you're prepared before we start the session, so pause now if you need a moment. All right, if you're back, that means you are ready to begin. Now, today's lesson is continued from yesterday, so there's no need to write a new date, title, or LO. But I do need you to complete a new do now task for me. So, similarly to yesterday, I want you to use your knowledge organizer in your pack or the copy of it on Show My Homework if you don't have that. And I want you to find and write 5 quotes about Caliban. This is going to help you with today's lesson. So, pause the video and write your 5 quotes about Caliban now, please. Okay, if you're back, that means you've got 5 excellent quotes about Caliban, and we're ready to move on. So, yesterday I showed you how to plan an essay and write a thesis statement based on that plan. And today you're going to do the exact same thing on your own. So, before we get started, can you please copy this essay question? Starting with this extract, how does Shakespeare present Caliban? Okay, so you should have that question written down now. And whenever we get a question like this, we're always going to be given an extract. This is the extract that this question is focused on. What I would like you to do now is read the extract and the modern translation from Act 2, Scene 2 of the play. We have read this before, but just reread it on your own. You can use the modern one over here to help you, just to remind yourself. All right, so now you've read that extract, just as I did yesterday by highlighting some quotes that I'm going to talk about, I want you to copy down 1 or 2 quotes from the extract to be the focus of your paragraph. You're not going to choose quotes from this because it's the modern translation. You're going to choose 1 or 2 quotes from this side, thinking about how Shakespeare presents Caliban. Pause the video and select 1 or 2 quotes and write them down, please. Okay, now you've collected your quotes and written those down, we can start the planning process. So, like yesterday, can you please map out the character or theme arc? Just map this little line out here. Okay, now you've mapped the character or theme arc out, I want you to decide where in the arc the exam extract sits and therefore what paragraph you'll use it for. So yesterday was Act 1, Scene 2, so we decided to put it at the front. Today it's Act 2, Scene 2. So what paragraph should the extract, Act 2, Scene 2, be the focus of? When you've decided, either write it as your paragraph 1 here, your paragraph 2 here, or your paragraph 3 here. Okay, so now you should have written down Act 2, Scene 2 as your paragraph 1, 2, or 3. And now we need to decide on our other paragraphs. And like we said yesterday, it needs to show the change of the character or the development of the character. So we have a moment for paragraph 1, a moment for paragraph 2, and a moment for paragraph 3. One of these moments is already taken up by the extract, Act 2, Scene 2, so you need to choose your other 2 paragraphs. If you've put Act 2, Scene 2 here, you need to choose moments before that for paragraph 2, paragraph 1. If you've put Act 2, Scene 2 here, you need to choose a moment before Act 2, Scene 2 for paragraph 1, and after Act 2, Scene 2 for paragraph 3. And if you've put Act 2, Scene 2 here, you need to make sure you choose 2 moments after Act 2, Scene 2 to form paragraph 2 and paragraph 3. And you want to think about what other points of the text is Caliban involved in. You also might want to use your quotes from your Do Now, but if you want a quick skim of the text, there is a copy of The Tempest on Show My Homework. So you can use the copy of Tempest, or you can use your quotes from your Do Now to choose your final 2 paragraphs. Pause the video and do that now for me, please. Okay, so we should have a completed character arc now with our 3 paragraphs focused and ready to go. So you probably guessed it, the next step is to write your thesis statement. So just like I did yesterday, I want you to use the checklist to write your own thesis statement using your completed character arc. This is the checklist here. So remember, your thesis is going to go from the beginning, and that is that bit there, and it's going to go to the end, paragraph 3, which will form this part here. If you need to go back to yesterday's lesson and watch how I created my thesis statement, then you can do that. But if you're ready, pause the video now and use the checklist to write your thesis statement in your exercise books now. Okay, if you're back, that means that your thesis statement is done. So please now send me a picture of your completed work for today, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Have a lovely, lovely weekend and make sure that you get some very well-deserved rest.